Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Everyone hopping on. Hello, Emma. Welcome. Amelia, Heidi, say hello. Hello. You wouldn't want me if I made it easy. You wouldn't need me if I... Say hello as you log in. What's your vibe? How are you feeling? Hi, Lee. Nat. All right. Say hello as you join me live. Here we go. You ready to burst into flame? I think so. All right. Wild women, get recording. Let's do it. Woohoo! Day 2. All right. Woo-hoo! Welcome. Welcome to day 2 of Branding 101. I'm so excited to be here with you. There are so many new women inside this group. If this is your first day joining us live here for Branding 101, if this is your first time joining me live ever for a training, for a conversation, for a deep dive into your brand and creative expression, hello, I'm Robin Savage. I'm so happy to have you here. I know how busy your lives are. I know how much you've got going on. It truly means the world to me that you are choosing to spend your time, energy here. I am so excited about the content for today. Yesterday's training was off the hook. My DMs were on fire later. Reading your messages gave me chills and brought me to tears. And this is the work of entrepreneurship, of growth, of devotion to wealth, power, and pleasure. This is it. This is how we come alive in our business. This is how we create global impact. This is how we spark connection and build community. And if you know me, if you've been in my world, then you know intentionality and community are 2 of my core values. So it's important to me that we all learn how to do this so that we can do business in integrity, so that we can build abundance and million-dollar brands in a way that feels good for the collective. This is why I'm here, to help you articulate your message. Yesterday, Minerva served me the most beautiful line: to put your heart on paper, to take your ideas, to take what you have to offer, your service, your product, what you're making, what you're offering people, into the world so that you can sell it, so that you can be supported for your work, so that you can get rich and wealthy doing what you love and support other people along the way. So let us do it. If you have questions about the Branding Mastermind, which so many of you do, hello. I wanted to let you know, I wrote a post with the team that outlines all of the ways you can drop into that. I wanted to post it this morning, but I've got 2 young kids, and sometimes they like me a lot and they don't want me to do other things that don't involve them. So I didn't get to post it this morning, but I will post it right after our call today, the Branded Mastermind, is where you can work with me closer. You can also message me, guys. I have one VIP day left for the month of January. Otherwise, I'm booking VIP days into February. If you want to deep dive into this one-to-one, I also do 1 hour intensives. So I'm going to answer those questions up front, because come into my DMs, but come into my DMs as informed as you can be and knowing what you want so that I can help you. I love you. Let's do it. Who is ready? Woo, woo, 303 in this group. I know. Hi, Wendy. My dress. Oh, look. It's pants. My pants and my shirt. Thank you, though. Always on brand with my burnt orange and baskets and plants and everything. And if you're in my world, you'll know this, that your brand should reflect the real you, not some made up version of you so that you constantly have to curate your life, but your brand should really be this reflection of you. And I'm so proud of my brand and the life that I get to show up as, and my brand gets to reflect. So I'm really excited to be sharing this with you, so that hopefully you guys all get to experience the same. Hello, love plants and baskets. Me too, girl. Me too, so much. They're my thing. All right, I want to dive in. Hi, Dre. Oh man, so good to see all of you here. Okay, let's dive in. Today, brand pillar number 2 is vision. Now, we could just say vision and you would be semi-bored already. So we're not just going to say vision. We're going to get big with our vision. We're going to get so big with our vision that we go quantum. Let's do it, okay? Who is here for quantum leaps? Say I. Who is here for results that don't make sense? Say I. Who is here for income leaps so big that you have to open an extra bank account or start investing your millions of dollars out of nowhere just because you have it? Say I. Who is here to impact at a level so insanely big that your heart grows to a size that is so uncomfortable you can't sleep at night because you feel so full? Say I. Me too, okay? When I set the goal of creating $1 million business, this is what I desired for myself. Wealth that felt in alignment with who I am, power that gave me confidence and self-trust to serve the masses, and pleasure that allowed me to live my life and to feel the depth available in every single moment. This is my vision. It's big. It's so massive that I can't see it. I can't touch it. I can't smell it or feel it yet, but I can imagine it. I can imagine the feeling and I can embody it. I can see that woman who has those things, who's on stage having this same conversation to tens of thousands of people with a headset on and a team backstage. I can see that version of myself. I can't know her yet because she's not here, but I can feel her. And because I can feel her, it gives me the opportunity to become her, to make choices as her, to invest like her, to find mentorship that's going to get me to where she is, to create rituals and routines that I know this woman has. So this is the type of vision that I want you to have for your brand. So big that you can't see it yet. That's what the quantum is. And we're talking quantum vision for your brand today. Okay? Quantum vision is reaching into the future to believe in something that you want for yourself, that you're willing to create for yourself that you can't see yet. It's outside of the 3D. It's outside of the things you can touch right now. So that's how big I want you to allow your brand vision to get today. And through our work together, if you come into the Branded Mastermind, we are always aiming for the quantum. If you come to me and you're like, write copy for my website, write this copy for my sales page, Rob, help me. It is always aiming for the quantum. You know why? Because for every single soul client that you see in your world, for every single soul client that's sending you a DM or in your comments and liking your photos, for every single person already in your world, there are thousands of soul clients that you can't see yet. Thousands of soul clients who need what you have. thousands, hundreds, millions of people who would benefit from what you have. But if you're only talking to the people you can see, then the energy behind your brand and your expression can't carry you into the quantum. You're never going to reach the people you can't see if you don't believe they're there. Okay? So the vision for your brand that we are creating, the vision for your brand that we are bringing to life together is limitless. And this just reminded me of Ali and Emma's brand that we created together, the Limitless CEO. We are becoming limitless in what we create. Okay? Together. Here's the thing. Like, hold up. Let's pump the brakes for a second. Because your vision, in order to bring it into the 3D, in order to bring it into your reality, things that you can touch, feel, smell, spend, enjoy, you've got to be able to take the actions to align you with it. The second you align with it, the second you start showing up as that woman, the second you start selling that way and communicating that way and writing that way and taking pictures that express the way that you're feeling, the moment you become in alignment with it, you will have it in an instant. We 10 times our income from 2019 to 2020 because we believed it. We believed we could become millionaires, and we did. And we took the actions that supported the vision. So as we create this vision for your brand and where it's going, I want you to remember that every action you take is getting you where you desire to go. Every action. Okay? So I work with a lot of women early on in their branding stages that say something like this to me. I really want high-paying clients. I really desire to max out, to sell out my programs and my masterminds, and my content is fluff. I'm posting stuff on social media that's like, hey, remember, you got it. Right? Hey, just out for another walk today. Happy Monday. Hey, here's a picture of me and my kids at the playground. Hey, are you ready for a quantum leap? Me too. Okay. Fluff is going to keep you where you are. Content, copy, actions, energetics that express where you are today, what you have, what you're selling, how you feel today. Those types of actions aren't going to embody the vision that you have for tomorrow, for a year from now, for 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And that's how big we're going to play with this vision. 10 years. Can you even imagine? A lot of us can't, but we're going to play with it. But here's the thing. I want to get a commitment from you, because there's no point in doing this work today. There's no point in talking about the next 7 pillars if you're not going to do the work today. Okay? And I want this commitment from you. Are you willing? Are you willing to begin showing up as the woman who has a quantum vision? Are you willing to start showing up as the woman who believes in something she can't see yet? Are you willing to be the woman who starts articulating her message and mission with confidence to the people in the back? Not to the people liking your shit, not to the people commenting or engaging or sending you DMs, but to the people you don't even know are there. That's who we're talking to. And that is the commitment that I need from you. If we're going to go into the quantum together, if we're going to create this vision for a brand that creates a movement, that creates a legacy for you, that becomes the story you tell, then we've got to get committed to that vision. We've got to show up for it every single day. That's what's gotten me here. This is my 3rd brand. 7-figure brand. 2 multiple 6-figure brands before this. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. If you're ready for this, today's the day that you make a commitment to the quantum vision for your brand. Okay, so here we go. Let's dive in. Let me check in on these comments. Yes, so ready. Hello. Why aren't we talking to the people who are watching and in our DMs today? Because they're already there. They're already engaged in you. They already want you. They're already feeling you. You're already serving them. They're like marinated in your energy. They're already showing that they are interested, that they're the hot audience, that are like sitting right there, that are like, yeah, I'm here for this, right? They're the people in the front row that are like, yep, I'm here for this. And we can trust that those people are, when they're ready, when the moment is right, and that could be any moment, that they are ready to say yes, right? That they are ready to go all in. Right? Minerva, you are in my world. You are a beautiful presence in my world. You engage with me. You ask me questions in my DM. I love it. And I know that we're going to work together. I know it already. So I know that we already have a connection. Do I ignore you in my DMs? No. And if I do, I'm sorry. It's because I'm not great at DMs anyways, but I feel like I'm always dancing with you in my DMs. I can always feel your energy there. I always try and respond. And you know what? I trust that at any moment you're going to drop in. I trust that in any second you're going to be in my mastermind or in an intensive with me because you're here, right? What happens is people get so distracted and so attached to the people that are right here. Well, no one's DMing me. Well, no one's liking my photos. Well, no one's engaging. Well, no one's sharing my stuff. And they let the attachment to those people right there become their limitation. Well, if no one's DMing me, then no one must like this. So they stop talking about it. Well, if no one's liking my photos, then they must not like the imagery. They must not like what I'm posting, and they stop posting. Right? They allow what they're experiencing in their three-dimensional world, their own reality, to become what they start believing in. And when we only believe in what we can see, we ignore what's possible. Okay? So engage with your people, love your community. I know so many of you by energy, by name, by brand, and I'm so thankful for that. And to the people that I don't know, to the thousands of people who are going to watch this training eventually, I want to talk to them now too, because that means that my brand aura becomes bigger. And when my brand aura becomes bigger, I start to magnetize things that are beyond what I can see, beyond the predictable. And that's the type of result I desire to have. That is the type of result I desire to have. Women dropping into my world out of nowhere. I didn't even know you were here. Hello, welcome. And now you paid in full for my mastermind? F yes. I was talking to you this whole time, but I've never met you. I've never seen your name before. You've never liked anything, but I always believed you were there. And when we believe people are there, and when it gets so, our vision extends beyond what we can see, then the results that we begin to receive go beyond our wildest imaginations. That's the quantum. Right? So by no means am I telling you to ignore the people or belittle the people or that the people in your world right now lack importance. They are your people. And in nurturing those people, can you also imagine and multiply that impact in that community by tens of thousands and know and trust that those people are out there too? That is how we play in the quantum. That is how we make these huge, huge quantum leaps. Okay? So, yes, expands the brand aura. Don't you love that? Don't you love the idea of your brand having its own aura? I love that. Okay, so here is what I would like you to do. So your brand vision is really what it sounds like. Where do you desire your brand to be? Where do you desire your brand to be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years from now? Okay, I'm going to share some examples with you of brands that I've created, rebrands I've gone through, and moving through this vision process to show you how important it is and how cool it is. This process of recreating a brand and up-leveling a brand to match your quantum vision is a really fun process. It's also extremely strategic, highly artistic, and it requires focus, attention, and skill. It's a mastery. Growing and evolving a brand is mastering a piece of business, becoming a smart and sophisticated entrepreneur. Okay. So your brand vision, first of all, is thinking about where you want your brand to be in the future. Okay. It's about projecting the future of your brand and painting the picture for yourself. Okay. So questions that you can ask yourself is like, where do I imagine myself as a leader in 1, 5, or 10 years from now? Do I imagine running my business the same way? Do I imagine taking on the same type of clients? Do I imagine selling the same types of products? Do I imagine selling those products the same way? Do I imagine my message to be the same? Do I imagine the level of service, the customer experience to be the same? And as we start to answer these questions for 1 year, 5 years, and 10 years from now, here are some of the answers that we may start to see come through. Year 1, okay, my 1 year vision. In 1 year from now, I imagine the branded mastermind will have 200 women inside of it. I do. I think there's going to be 200 women inside there. That is going to give me a really awesome recurring monthly revenue. And I'm going to show up there and serve. And that is where my branding work is going to live. Okay. Will I do intensives then? Maybe, but minimally and a really high ticket. Like women know exactly what they want when they come into that intensive. It's potent, it's powerful. So I think my mastermind is going to be where my service is. I think that's going to allow me to do a lot more things like this. I want to do trainings on stages. I want to get into entrepreneurial groups and talk to them about brands. I want to be a public speaker. I want to help big companies rebrand. I want to work with larger products and brand some products and get it out there. I want to do my branding retreats with high-level women who want me to create their brand, create their content, get inside their life and document it and create the copy that goes along with it. That's how I see myself serving inside my brand. That's how I see my brand evolving. Higher level, leading the masses, full content creation in LA, New York, Paris. Let me put together 3 months of your social media and curate it to a T. Let's live in the quantum together. I can see a vision for my service. I can see a vision for how I desire to show up in my brand. I can see a vision for 1 year from now, how I desire my brand to change and evolve. Maybe there's no more little programs. Maybe I have a funnel running in the back end and this course becomes $1 million course, Branding 101 with Robin Savage, $1 million course. Okay. And I can vision for myself 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Maybe in 5 years, I have a team of copywriters. Maybe I've got a branding agency. I've got graphic designers working for me. I've got copywriters who I teach how to write copy in the way that I write copy. Maybe I've got an SEO member on my team who takes your website to the next level and a web designer who can make it all beautiful, put it online for you. Maybe in 5 years, I have a branding agency. Maybe in 10 years, I've written branding books. Maybe I'm on stage. Maybe I get asked to go to universities and teach students who want to become entrepreneurs. Maybe I have my own masterclass on masterclass membership. Maybe I get to do a motherfucking TED Talk, yo. Maybe. See how big I get to dream? Okay. Maybe I'm on retainer for people for 50 grand a month. And I have a photographer who I work with and we just travel around the world creating all this content for brands. And I'm in vogue. I'm in vogue as this brand creator who is known worldwide for helping women fully express themselves in business. And hot diggity damn, we created a movement of women so fully expressed that people around the world got uncomfortable. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's my 10-year vision. So my brand is where it is today. I'm talking to you. I am lit the fuck up serving you. I am so happy. My branded mastermind is banging. We have our first call coming up. I'm already planning my first paid masterclass for February. My VIP days are almost sold out. I'm booking into February. I am good. I am better than good. I run $1 million business that I get to be a creative lead for. I am better than good. And I'm aiming for that. So every choice I make, every post I put up, every live I show up for, every person I serve, I do it in the energy of the Robin in 10 years from now, who's on stage talking to millions of people, that has a viral TED Talk, who's written best-selling books about storytelling and vulnerable leadership, about the fullness of your expression inside a personal brand to be the only strategy that you need to follow to be successful. I show up today as the woman that has that. And you know how I do that? By embodying the feeling of being on that stage. By believing that this live is leading me to that stage, is leading me to that plane to Paris, is leading me to Oprah Winfrey's couch, is leading me to get on a private plane to shoot your brand, because now your brand is $1 million and you remember this live right here today, and you hire me in 10 years from now and you write me a check. Come on, Rob. Like, checks are going to exist in 10 years. You wire transfer me $100,000 and you say, meet me in Paris. 10 days, book it all, bring your photographer. We're shooting the first edition of my magazine. Here we go. You're the girl. I show up as that version of myself every day. Every day. You know where I was 7 minutes before this live? Getting in the door from dropping my kid off half an hour late at her kindy class, my other child at daycare, dropping off a COVID test to my mother-in-law, checking in with my in-laws. I'm not her. I'm not boarding a private plane to Paris today to shoot the layout for your magazine. I'm not sure if you knew that, but I'm not there today. But this conversation, this training, who I'm showing up for, the vision that I have, who I'm talking to, is representative of that brand, of that woman. I do everything with such precision, with such intentionality, with such articulation in my copy, in my messaging, that I align myself with that brand, the brand that I am creating. Okay? So only when you know where you desire to go can you get there. Only when you know where you desire to go can you get there. You get in a car with a destination in mind, ladies. I know where I'm going. You may even type it into your GPS, and then your GPS populates the directions, and you sit there and turn your favorite song on, roll the window down, and you're like, heck yes, here we go. Tell me where to go, baby. I am ready, but I know where I'm going. All I have to do is take the turns to get there. You get in your car and you don't know where you're going, you're going to drive around in circles, wasting gas, wasting time, wasting energy, probably getting super fucking annoyed and frustrated that you've seen the exact same sites and passed the exact same strip mall 12 times. How many of you feel like you're driving in circles inside your brand? Same launches, same way of selling, same sales page layout, same email subjects, same strategy for selling, same. Okay, when you know where you desire to go, you can type in a new address in your GPS and you can take your brand there year after year after year after year. Okay? When I started my first successful brand, it was an event planning company. I became a wedding planner. And here's what happened. Okay? In the beginning, I started to obviously just say yes to everybody. Like anyone who would hire me, I was a yes. $500, I'll work day and night. I don't care. Just hire me. Let me prove I can do this. Let me prove it to you and let me prove it to me. So after 18 months, I was full, booked out on weekends. Yes. I said yes to everyone. Okay. After I had a full schedule and all of my weekends were booked, I started to ask myself questions. What if I got to choose who I worked with? What do I really want this brand to look like? What are the things that excite me in this business? What are the brides? Who are the brides that I feel connected to? What really lights me up? And I could tell this because weddings that weren't really aligned with me started to feel like a chore. How many things in your business feel like a chore, right? I could tell this because designs that I was a florist. I did all the florals, all the calligraphy. I did everything. And so I would be working on calligraphy signs or floral signs. Like, I don't like this color palette, or I don't really like these chandeliers, or I don't like this. I started to discern my taste. I started to tell what I liked in my business and what I didn't. And then I created a brand that represented my likes and dislikes. If I don't want to be calling in weddings with 12-foot golden, shimmery, sparkly chandeliers and princess-themed napkins, then I can't post that on my social media. If I don't want to be doing ball bouquets of pink roses, which is just not my taste, but beautiful nonetheless, if I don't want to be making those bouquets every weekend, then I shouldn't be posting those bouquets every weekend. If I want to be doing boho, eclectic, natural, rustic, lacy, sensual weddings, I better start posting more of that. So I started to curate my brand. I created a vision for my brand that said, no, every single bride who comes in my door is cool, is natural, down to earth. She's like sleek, and she doesn't want to be in a ballroom. She wants to be in the woods. She's bohemian. She's got this cool flair. She's spiritual. I started to curate who I was talking to, and I started to post these things on my social media. It was the only thing I posted. Follow Blue Violet Events was my company, and I sold it, but damn, it's still beautiful because the brand lives on. The brand is still the brand that I curated with this vision. It's cool. And every bride that started to say yes wanted what we were selling, because the vision of the brand drew in the right people. So eventually, 2 years later, fully sold out, like 60 weddings a year, full staff, had expanded to full florals, boutique, event styling and design, like all of it, only cool brides. You know why? Because I knew where I wanted that brand to go. I refined it. I showed up in the embodiment of it. I turned people away. I said no to brides who I didn't want to work with, styles that I didn't feel aligned with where the brand was going. I started to recommend other planners. I started to say, oh, I love this style for you. I think this is going to be a beautiful wedding, and I know the right person for you. I benefit, they benefit. The more focused you get in your brand, the more you start serving the aligned people, calling in the right customers, calling in the right clients. People who you're excited to work with and who know that you are their people. This is what happened to my wedding planning business. Eventually, it just got so tight and so sexy and so on point that it became the brand that I envisioned. Did it take time? Of course it did. Did it take commitment to the vision? Of course it did. And my brand grew. Our prices more than doubled. We had a full-time staff of people to support the weddings. Our referrals were off the charts. We were on every hotel, every venue's referral list, vendor list. It blew up because we became focused, because we got clear on where we were going, and the brand really became known for what we did. So where you're going in 10 years is going to not only help you get there, it's also going to, we talked about cutting the fluff. It's really going to help people see your mission, your purpose clearly. It's going to help them choose. It's going to help your soul client say, I want that. I want what she has. Okay. So let me check in with these comments. Doopy-doo. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Show up as the woman that you will be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Yes, please, more, please. This is lighting me up like nothing else. Shelley! Yes, we need to know how to vision like this. Guys, I teach you how to vision everywhere. I am addicted to your visions. I am addicted to helping you get clear on your visions. Do you know why? Because without the vision, you're never going to get there. And I'm here to help you get there. So I can't put your heart on the page until I know what you want. So I need to get you clear on your vision first. So if you want vision work, I just led a 3-day course on visions inside the Rebellion. The Rebellion is 12 months of working with Jack and I in tandem for energetics and branding. You get all of our courses, a mastermind call every single month. The Rebellion ladies, the private Facebook group, exclusive master classes, everything. So you can hop into the Rebellion. I will post this link inside this group later, or you can send me a DM. But there's a 3-day vision workshop there. The Rebellion is $1,111 a month, okay, for 12 months. It's 1 full year inside Femme. Vision, I did a full 3-day course. It's in there. Alternatively, if you're like, yeah, I want vision, I want to dive into this, the 1,111 is just outside my zone right now. I also did a 2-hour vision workshop for women in my world, and you can get it in my personal collection of courses for intentionality and lifestyle inside A Way of Being. So I'll share these with you, but vision is so important. Spend time with yourself. Get clear on where you desire your brand to go. I know myself more than I know branding. And I know branding really well. I know myself because I spend time with myself. I know myself because I make a lot of mistakes. I try things on. I test things out, and I'm not afraid to power pivot. I'm not afraid to power pivot in my brand. I'm not afraid to power pivot in my business. I'm not afraid to power pivot in my life, inside my marriage, motherhood. I power pivot every day. Nope, choose again. Nope, that doesn't feel good. Try again. What if I did this instead? Can we try this? Can we talk about this? Let's sell it this way. Let's rebrand that. I learn. And because I learn, I know. I collect wisdom. You can learn this about yourself. If you want the guidance, I am here for you. All I do is serve. All I want to do is serve. So let me know how I can support you, but you've got to know where you're going. You've got to know so that we can get you there. Okay? I don't want you to drive around the roundabout for 40 years. Please. Life is too short. Okay? So let's get you off the exit and in the direction of where you're truly desiring to go. And this is a brave, bold move in and of itself. All right? So here's the thing. And I want to touch on this. I really want to keep today an hour because every day is a big day here. Every day inside this course is a big day. So I'm going to try and keep this to an hour so that we don't fall behind in watching the replays and such. Here's the thing. We vision for ourselves, right? We can all agree that we are currently quantum visioning for our brands, and our brands involve us. Okay? So hear me out on this. Every time we vision for ourselves, we have a narrative playing in our minds. We're telling ourselves a story about what's possible for us based on our past experiences, based on being told we weren't creative, based on the failed launch that we've already had, based on the business we already tried creating, based on what my husband thinks or what my best friend said was stupid or what my self-worth is from my childhood. We tell these stories to ourselves as we begin to vision. So what happens? The reason I can see myself on the stage speaking to millions of people, recording a viral TED Talk, is because I believe in myself. Because I've done all of this work that says, no, that's a limiting belief. No, that person who said I'm not creative was fucking wrong. Okay, that grade that I got in grade 12 in writing class is not a representation of who I am. Like, I have done the work around this. But as you're creating your vision for yourself, all these stories are playing. So I want you to become aware of them. Okay? Next, what happens is, as we start to dream in the realm of wild desire, like being on a stage recording a TED Talk, having you call me to fly me in your private plane to Paris for 10 days of content creation for your magazine spread, how can I desire like that? What? Here's the thing. We have to move past the greed. We have to move past the pieces of us that feel like it's selfish or like living in fairy tale land, unrealistic. We have to move past and beyond the parts of ourselves that say we're unworthy, that's never going to happen, right? We can't vision for ourselves and not believe it. There is no point. Do you hear me? Say I. There is no point in creating a vision that you can't believe in. Okay? So here's what I want you to do. Are you ready for this? Yesterday, we talked about your brand. We talked about how your brand is rooted in purpose, not results, not these big goals that you're going to go out there and achieve, not numbers, purpose. What's the problem you're solving? Okay? What's the desire you're satiating for your soul client? Purpose. And you show up every single day in that purpose. You show up every single day to solve that problem for that person. You show up every single day to meet their desire. And you start showing up at this level of purpose by asking yourself every day, how can I be of service today? How can I solve that problem for one person today? And you know that helping that one person you can see is helping those millions of other people you can't see, because now you're showing up for a vision that's in the quantum and you're showing up in purpose. But here's the thing. What happens with all those stories? What happens with all the greed and the selfishness and the worthiness? We play small. Oh, I just can't with this one. We play small. We think, oh no, I can't say that out loud. No, I can't tell my partner that's what I want. No. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't say no to weddings because I want a different one. I can't stop taking one-to-one clients because I want to have 200 people in a mastermind. Yes, you can. I can't do this. I can't, so I'll just stay the same. And we end up playing like this big. Our potential is limitless, and we play this big. Okay? So to fix it, to shift this, we create a vision that's also rooted in purpose. It's not for you. Get yourself out of the equation. It's not for you. Follow me on this one. Are you following? Are you tracking? Follow me. Me on that stage, recording a TED Talk that goes viral, that's this conversation, helping people get out of their own way so that they can create brands that impact millions of people for the good. Not about me. It's not about me in my power suit on stage and the headset and how good I feel. It's not about me on the stage. It's not about me having a viral video. It's about every single person that gets to listen. It's about my purpose. How do I get to show up and serve today? How am I going to solve this problem for people today? Well, guess what? I am so excited and thankful that there are over 300 of you in this space. And guess what? Imagine how much bigger my impact is when I stand on a stage in front of 10,000 people and that video goes viral and it has 3 million views. I don't care about my power suit. I don't care if I'm wearing heels or frickin' Aloha Birkenstock slipper shoes. I don't care. It's not about that. Just showed you my shoes. They're super comfortable, by the way. It's about the impact. It's about the purpose. How can I solve this problem for the world today? How can I meet the world's desire to be fully expressed today? How can I help as many people as possible today? How can I solve this problem for as many people as I can today? And not from a sense of responsibility, because it is not your responsibility to solve their problems, but it's your desire to be known for what you do. It is your desire to be a sought after leader, brand expert, creator, maker, healer, teacher, coach, strategist. It is your desire to be on that stage and to know that that conversation you're having is going to be in the ears of 3 million people. That is why you show up today as that woman, because if you don't, you will never be her. Why? Because you don't believe you can. So don't do it for you. Forget about your power suit. Forget about the people watching. Forget about your art teacher and your dad and your partner who says, yeah, but, oh, I don't know. Do you remember? We don't have the money. You don't have the time. You don't have the experience. Forget it. You're not doing it